In their pursuit to just make money and throw customer service out the window, DoorDash's newest on-time rating continues to backfire. For those of you who are not familiar with this rating, it punishes Dashers by putting defects on their account that limits the types of orders that they can get for waiting when the restaurant is delayed in making the order. Now, DoorDash thought that drivers would just go along with this, but this is not what is happening. The problem is, as soon as you know that you won't be able to get this delivered on time and a late rating is going to hit your account, the best smartest thing to do is to unassign from the order, even if the order is already ready or going to be ready in 1 or 2 minutes. And here's the problem. DoorDash doesn't let you immediately unassign. They penalize you for it. So once you know you're going to be late, then you have to wait a full 10 minutes, even if the order is ready. Then you can unassign from the order. Then a new Dasher can be assigned to the order, and then they can pick it up and they can deliver it. Now, beyond just being an annoyance for Dashers to have to deal with all this, especially when you're willing to wait for the customer and provide good customer service, which obviously DoorDash doesn't care about good customer service. And again, if I need to remind you, this is the very company that said, hey, for our greatest orders, our large orders and our catering orders, well, at least the large orders, they don't even require you to have a catering bag for those anymore. Yeah, that really makes sense, DoorDash. No wonder why tips are going down, because the standard of service that you're providing to your customers continues to go down as well. But this is just another play. Now, why are they doing this? Look, they'll give you all sorts of reasons. The number one reason is they don't want you delivering on multiple apps at the same time. They're trying to make sure that you are exclusively delivering for DoorDash. But here's the problem. Their restaurant timing is just bad, and their base pay is bad. If you want people to deliver just for you, DoorDash, you need to increase the base pay. There is zero world where the vast majority of people are going to only dash on DoorDash. They're going to use other apps because your base pay is horrible. And as the tips continue to trend in a downward direction, a report that I see consistently from a variety of food delivery and gig workers, that's all the more reason that I'm going to stack an order. And on the flip side, once I know that my order is going to be late, then I might as well take another order from another company. This is the most ludicrous policy of everything because it is unsafe. We've already covered that in the fact that my video that I did, that DoorDash wants you to die. But now you're even making it disincentivized for Dashers to actually wait for the customer, because there is zero order worth waiting for that's going to take away better orders from me. So right now, for example, I'm not a Platinum Dasher because I had one late delivery, and you can see it in the thumbnail, because I had to wait 4 minutes for the pizza to get ready from Papa John's. Because of a 4-minute delay in the restaurant having the order ready, I get a late delivery, and now I'm not a Platinum Dasher, so now I don't have any of those things. And I even told the guy, and I have a good relationship with that Papa John's, I should have just walked away. He's like, well, it's ready right now. And I'm like, this puts Dashers in this horrible position where it's like, the food is ready, I'm ready to deliver it, I want to make money, and yet now the best option for me is to simply walk away because the restaurant was delayed. Now, there is such an easy fix. All DoorDash needs to do to fix 99% of these on-time issues is just add 5 minutes to the wait time for the order to be ready, because they're clearly not basing it off of what these restaurants are actually doing, and add 5 minutes to the delivery time. Okay, there are times where I've accepted orders and I've been late by the time I even get to the restaurant, because I might be given 2 minutes or 3 minutes to get to the actual restaurant, and I'm sitting at a stoplight that has a 4-minute rotation. So this whole thing, beyond being dangerous, beyond being stupid, beyond being annoying, beyond all those things, is just going to make the customer experience even worse, because the drivers who know are going to simply walk away from the order. And that's what you need to start doing. Now, you might say, I don't have the worry-free unassigned option. Well, I'm going to tell you how to do that, because this is really important. You will get worry-free unassigned for a certain number of orders, and then once you use it a certain amount of times, they will take it away. However, you can call DoorDash support directly after the 10 minutes, and right now, I've actually been mostly getting an automated robot, and then you can call them and you can tell them you've been waiting 10 minutes and they will unassign. If that doesn't work, you can talk to a customer service representative, and I've been able to do that. So even if it's not an option to worry-free unassign, call call for support, and you will be able to do it either through an automated system or by talking to a customer service representative. Now, that's true as of October 2025. There's no guarantee how long they're going to offer that, because they're going to certainly crack down on this too. Essentially speaking, you need to start building this list of what are the slow restaurants that are in your area and just trying to avoid them for the most part. Now, what do you do when it's a big order, when it's a large catering order, when it's a Platinum Plus order and you have to wait? I don't really have a great solution for you. You just have to decide, is this worth the risk? Because maybe it'll be taken off your order, but if you're right on that borderline between platinum and gold, or gold and silver, is it really worth losing that next level of orders, that next tier of orders? I don't know. You know your market, you know things the best that you'd possibly do. The other day, I walked away from a plus order. It could have been a $20 or $30 order, but simply I didn't want to have another late order on my account. And again, the problem is, just because you dispute it doesn't mean it goes away immediately. You might have to go deliver 20 more orders on time before they'll let you actually dispute the other late rating and get it out of there. So it's a complete mess. And the people who are suffering the most out of all this is not the Dashers. We just move on. We can just take another order. The people who are suffering the most are the customers who, when their food is ready, sometimes you have to let the food sit there and wait because of DoorDash's policy. Not because the customer tipped poorly, not because the food wasn't ready, not because the restaurant did anything wrong, but because of DoorDash's policy. And until enough people rise up and really focus on this being an issue, it's going to be a continuous issue. So I encourage you, do not wait past those 10 minutes. If there is no reason to do so, it is not worth the hit to your account. And the only way DoorDash might come to its senses here is if more people will start doing this. And never, never, never put yourself or other people in safety or in jeopardy to match some metric that DoorDash is forcing upon you. It is simply not worth it. And I regret to say that there are going to be some injuries and deaths because of this policy, but please don't let it be you. Don't be the one racing through the parking lot. Don't be the one running red lights to get a DoorDash delivery order on time. The vast majority of the customers don't care, and DoorDash doesn't care about you anyway. So you need to make sure that you're not putting yourself in future jeopardy of something far greater than missing out on an order because of that. So anyway, please be safe out there and don't fall for the gimmicks and the games that DoorDash is putting you through. And if it means a customer has to wait longer because of DoorDash's policy, that's on DoorDash and that's not on you. So don't take that on yourself. I hope this is an encouragement for you. Be wise with the orders that you take, but also be wise and just say, look, if I'm going to get a late delivery, walk away. Do the worry-free unassigned. If that's not available, go through the automated system. If that doesn't work, talk to someone. Whatever you do, do not take a hit to your completion rate because of this. It is not your fault, and make sure you go through all the different possibilities and channels to make sure and then get going with those orders. Make a lot of money, be safe, be smart, and let's keep working to destroy this stupid on-time rating that DoorDash has put into place.